What is up everyone? Today we'll be taking a look at Salandit in the Element Cup. Now, as I said during my top teams for Element Cup video, Salandit is absolutely insane in this meta. But unfortunately quite impossible to get. I don't have one myself, but I did want to showcase it to you all. So I called in some help from my buddy Ross, who does have a Salandit, to get some of these battles to showcase to you guys. Now, Ross is also a live streamer on Twitch, so if you want to see him use his team live, definitely go give him a follow. I'll put the link down in the description. Definitely one of my favorite streamers to watch myself, so I highly suggest you check him out too. Anyway, let's get into these battles. First game, he actually had a terrible lead with Slowpoke into the Salandit. Basically one of the actually probably the hardest answer to Salandit. No, besides Wooper. Wooper is probably the hardest answer. So not a great lead, but Salandit built up so much energy here, so it's able to take out the Slowpoke. In comes a Cottonee now, and well, Ross brings in his own Cottonee, and this is just a charm down at the moment. Yeah, gonna go for this Seed Bomb, and this should basically take out the opposing Cottonee after a couple more charms. GG. Alright, next game we have a Salandit Mirror. Now, Ross's Salandit IVs are actually terrible. It's like a very high attack Salandit. It's like ranked 3,500, something like that. So he's gonna win the CMP tie, which is huge in this matchup, of course. Though he is definitely at risk of getting farmed down. As you can see, he does get into the yellow earlier, into the red earlier too. And actually the next poison jab of this opposing Salandit will probably knock him out. Oh, it does. Oh my god, that's so bad. Oh, that is so sad. Look at how much more health the opposing Salandit has, and it still has a move too. Brings in a Vulpix though. Vulpix is, I think, one of Ross's favorite Pokemon to use in this meta. It's just so flexible, really. Vulpix with the quick attack, the body slam, and the weather ball, they're so spammy. You can hit everything for at least neutral damage, or super effective from the bug and the grass types. Not on Dewpider though. Dewpider does take neutral damage from that weather ball. It comes to Chikorita now. This is not too bad for Cottonee, but these body slams will really start adding up. Gonna go for the Seed Bomb. This will do a good chunk. Seed Bomb not the strongest move though, so probably won't knock out, as it doesn't, but will put it into a range where Vulpix might be able to farm down and then knock out the Dewpider. Oh, never mind. That Body Slam didn't knock out, so he's gonna get farmed down by the Dewpider. Oh, this might get very close. Dewpider doesn't have the greatest charge moves though. I think it's Mirror Coat. Oh, Bubble Beam. Oh yeah, it does have Bubble Beam, of course, but also doesn't do that much damage. So Ross still gets to the Body Slam, actually. Fires off the Body Slam, not even a Weather Ball, but it still knocks out. GG. Next game, we see an amazing lead for Ross with a Salandit into a Cottonee. The opponent decides to switch out into Ducklett. Ross gonna throw the Poison Fang into this Ducklett. This is really not too bad of a matchup for Salandit, by the way. I think you win this in the ones quite easily if you can shoot up a Bubble Beam even. I think you even survive a Bubble Beam. But Ross gonna try to catch a Bubble Beam. Didn't work out though, so he's gonna have to shoot up the Aerial Ace right there and farm down the Ducklett. Still have a bunch of health left over on his own Cottonee. So even if the opponent brings out theirs, like, Ross is still going to be able to do so much damage with this Cottonee. Gonna go for the Grass Knot here, only gonna get to one move, so no point in going for the Seed Bomb bait right there. This should knock out the opposing Cottonee. Actually, no, that did less than I was expecting. I'm quite a scrub at Element Cup, alright? I don't really play this, so probably from my end, you're probably not gonna see too many Element Cup videos. So if you want Element Cup content, definitely go check out Ross on Twitch, because that's where you're gonna get it. Alright, this game not looking too good at the moment. There's a Wooper in the back, which is a huge core breaker for Ross's Double Fire team at the moment. Dude, that was just a Body Slam and it knocked out the Salandit. Yeah, Salandit is quite squishy, so even neutral moves do so much damage. The Wooper throws Body Slam again into the Vulpix, which is kind of strange. I think you should definitely go for Mud Bomb there, but I guess it got the shield, it worked out, and Mud Bomb now didn't knock out the Vulpix. Yeah, that Wooper really needs to get aligned to the Cottonee. Next up, we see a Seel Lead. This is not too bad for Salandit. You do outpace here. The Poison Fang only takes 10 turns to get to, whilst the Aquatoad takes 12 turns, so you outpace, which means you should be able to win this matchup in the twos. But just look at that lick damage. Salandit is so squishy, you'll probably lose the twos, so Ross actually decides to switch into Vulpix here, since Vulpix would also outpace the Seel at that point. Opponent brings in their Vulpix. This is fine for Ross at this point. Brought out a pretty hard Cottonee answer, so that is pretty good. Opponent's gonna let the Body Slam go. What are we gonna see from Ross? Yeah, let's just go as well. You kind of want to save shields for Cottonee at this point. Oh, and barely gonna reach the Body Slam as well on his Vulpix. That is huge. That means the Vulpix couldn't farm down and end up with a move, which is quite nice. In comes the Seel again. Seel is kind of a tough Pokemon for Ross's squad, actually, since everything kind of takes super... Actually, yes, everything takes super effective from this thing. Aqua Tails on the fire types, Icy Wind on Cottonee. Cottonee should be able to tank an Icy Wind, just barely, but he obviously shielded up. Smart move, I would say. And then switches into Salandit to farm down what comes in now. Oh, it is the Cottonee. Oh, wow. This is really good for Ross at this point. Gonna get off the Poison Fang. Can he get in some more Poison Jabs? Just look at him chunk. Oh my god, they did so much damage. At that point, his Cottonee will just farm down, so the opponent knows it's over and concedes the match. Alright, another Seel Lead. Is he gonna play it out the same way as before? It goes for the Poison Fang straight away, and then maybe switch into the Vulpix once more? No, actually switches into the Cottonee this time. Very interesting. Gonna get some huge charm damage off. I think the Seel's already at the Icy Wind, but Ross doesn't shield. Wanna sacrifice his Cottonee here. In comes an opposing Cottonee at this point. Not ideal, I guess, since he has two better answers on his team, but at least you bring this Cottonee into a range where you can now fully farm down with Salandit, which is pretty huge. This is double resisted, but Salandit is so squishy, you gotta shield it up, as he does shield it up, and then farm down this Cottonee, almost at a Poison Fang already. In comes the... What comes in now? What the... Execute! Oh, this is trouble. Execute is a grass type, but it's running a psychic move, which just one-shots the Execute and does so much damage versus Vulpix. This Vulpix isn't doing too much damage with the quick attack, so it has to get to 2 charge moves. That's not going to be too easy though, especially since the opponent switches out there. Might be giving a wink on if he can farm down. He does farm down, but the move will always sneak through, and this Confusion should KO the Vulpix before it's able to get to another Weather Ball. Confusion just so strong in this meta. Oh my goodness, the worst lead possible for Ross's squad, Wooper. He has to switch into Vulpix here, as it's a little less bad than Salandit. Still not good though. The Body Slams are neutral here, so the Wooper probably has to shield these up. But the problem is the Wooper severely outpaces, so it's gonna get to an Ermit Bomb before Vulpix is able to get the Body Slam. Ross does decide to shield it up though. Wants to do as much damage to this Wooper as possible. Possibly get some shields down. These quick attacks are actually really adding up. About the same amount as the Mud Shots, to be honest. Which I guess is pretty good. Well, the Mud Shots are definitely doing more. But still, brought this Wooper into a range where a Poison Fang might already knock out. So that's pretty good. Probably gonna, well, definitely gonna bring in the Cottonee now, right? You gotta bring in the Cottonee. Yeah, he does. Wooper staying in. Wooper staying in. Whoa, Wooper staying in. That is wild. Gonna get off the Body Slam. Does a decent chunk to Cottonee. In comes, oh, the Vulpix and then the Execute. Good charge with timing by Ross here. Throwing the Poison Fang at the last possible moment. Does this knock out? It does knock out. Can he get the Poison Fang versus the Vulpix? He does. He does get off the Poison Fang. This shouldn't knock out, but might bring it into a range where Cottonee can farm down. I even CMP tied, which is huge. This means the Vulpix might not reach a move versus the Cottonee. Can he farm down? Oh, he could have, but instead he decides to go for the Seed Bomb to knock out this Vulpix. Very, very well played by Ross. Playing around that horrible lead right there. Chinchou Lead, another water type where Salandit actually does very decent. You both get to the charge move at the same rate, but Salandit does win CMP. Now a Bubble Beam would probably almost knock you out, so you've got to shield it. Yeah, at this point you can just farm down the Chinchou and have a bunch of energy loaded, I think. Yeah, opponent doesn't even decide to switch out, probably has something weak to Salandit in the back. There's a Vulpix as well, and you can just Poison Fang this as well. I mean, your attack is dropped by 1 stage now, but the defense fall there neutralizes that. You're even going to be able to get to another Poison Fang. Salandit just putting in so much work. Beating 1.5 Pokemon and taking both shields? Kind of insane. Wow, Ross with the fancy plays. Tries to catch a body slam on Cottonee right there. Doesn't work out. Gonna end up eating the weather ball. Not ideal, but luckily it is an opposing Cottonee in the back. So Ross should be able to take this out with a weather ball. And then probably knock out the Vulpix as well. Gonna opt to overfarm a bunch here though. Even no shielding this Seed Bomb. Good counting by Ross. Gonna double up. Throw the weather ball. And then probably throw the body slam into the opposing Vulpix to knock it out. Yeah, there we go. Showing Vulpix dominance right here. GG. Ooh, Slowpoke Lead. That is really quite bad. Gonna switch into the Vulpix here. And the opponent switches in their Vulpix with Ember actually. Oh, Quick Attack Vulpix definitely has a better matchup here than Ember Vulpix, as you are doing neutral with the Quick Attacks rather than resisted with the Embers. And I think you charge a little quicker. It's 6 energy per Ember and it's 7 per Quick Attack. Yeah, so you get to your moves a little faster, allowing Ross to outpace here. Probably gonna shield this up. You really want switch advantage, right? Yeah. Alright, good play. Gonna be able to farm down afterwards, I hope. Yes, you are. And Slowpoke comes back in, but it's gonna get hit by a body slam here. Are we gonna see a shield from the opponent now? Probably, right? These moves are so much... Oh, you don't. Yeah, I guess non-Shadow Slowpoke's able to take that easier. Cottonee comes in. Chikorita comes in afterwards. And the game is just over at that point. Since Salandit would be able to fully farm down and energy load for Slowpoke. GG. Ducklett, even though it's a water type, definitely not too bad of a matchup for Salandit, since you are outpacing to these moves. And after you hit a Poison Fang, you are doing much more damage with your fast moves than Ducklett is. They're gonna shield up the first move, and you definitely gotta throw up a shield here too. A Bubble Beam would do too much damage. At this point, just get to another Poison Fang before they get to the Bubble Beam, and well, you probably win the once. Oh, he's gonna try to catch the Bubble Beam, but it doesn't work out. Could this be a Brave Bird? I think it might be, so you have to shield it up, otherwise you will get knocked out. In comes the opposing Cottonee now. Not too good, but that's alright. You still get to the grass before they do, which is nice. This should knock him out, I think. And then you still have a little bit of health left on your Cottonee to hit some charms. And you both fires in the back, which will be aligned to the Chikorita. Now, even though this is a grass type, this is still kind of scary since your Salandit is so low. And Vulpix is only throwing quick attacks. Besides that, this thing has like 2 body slams loaded, which is not too good. Salandit wins CMP versus basically everything though. So wins the CMP tie versus this Chikorita too. Actually, they didn't even throw. Wait, they didn't throw and then they didn't. Alright, I don't know what happened there, but GG. Chinchou Lead, as you saw earlier, this is not too bad of a matchup for Salandit. Opponent knows, switches out instantly into the Slugma. These rock throws did so much damage versus Salandit already. Ross forced to bring in this grass type versus a fire type, which is kind of insane, but both of his fires would lose very hard to Slugma. And Cottonee is just laying on the charm damage right here, even though it's resisted. Still doing a ton of damage to the fire type. In comes another fire type now into Vulpix. Which won't take too much damage from a Seed Bomb, but a Grass Knot will definitely hurt, so the opponent shields it up. Can Ross reach another charge move now? Oh, he barely can't. He dies with all that energy. That is quite huge, because not taking a shield there is very devastating, seeing as how much energy this Vulpix has. This is not going to be an easy matchup for Ross at this point. Definitely going to have to sacrifice one of his Pokemon, in this case the Vulpix. You just gotta let this go, right? Yeah, you gotta let it go and just hope you can sweep with the Salandit. Opponent switches out the Chinchou instantly into the Salandit. Gonna go for the Poison Fang right here. That's all you can do. Go for a couple Poison Fangs and hope you can farm down the Vulpix before they farm you down. But Salandit is so squishy. Spark from this Chinchou is already doing so much damage on it. You're already almost in the red actually. Gonna go for the Poison Fang at the final second here. Probably should have thrown earlier since you're not gonna reach another Poison Fang. But I think either way, you're not going to be able to farm down this Vulpix since it's much too high health. Yeah, it is. So, game over. GG. That was the final battle. Thank you very much again to Ross for sending in these battles. Again, guys, if you enjoyed these, make sure to check out Ross on Twitch. Hope you all enjoyed this video. See you in the next one. Good luck with your battles, trainers.